Is he the greatest unknown guitar player? At the time,
He doesn't flex. He doesn't chase. Joe Bonamassa just listens, then lifts those who move him. Once they're on his radar, they never leave.
he was achieving those incredible tones that he still gets to this day with old gear.
With his vintage guitars and unmistakable tone, Bonamassa isn't just one of the greatest blues players alive. He's a living historian of sound. He's toured the globe, filled legendary halls, and reignited the blues for a new generation. But beneath the flash and fire lies something deeper, an obsession with truth, tone, and timelessness. Joe doesn't follow trends, he follows soul. And the players who shaped him are more than heroes. They're part of his DNA. So today on StarLoop News, we're looking at the 5 guitarists Joe Bonamassa holds above all others, his personal Mount Rushmore of tone. Number 1, Eric Johnson. Joe once called him flawless. From the first time he heard Cliffs of Dover, Bonamassa said it felt like a new dimension had opened. Eric didn't play notes, he painted colors. Every bend, every silence had meaning. Joe learned from him that restraint can be more powerful than speed, and that clarity matters more than complexity. He once said, "If I had to explain perfect tone to someone, I'd just play them Eric Johnson." Johnson taught Joe that emotion doesn't live in volume. It lives in the vibrato, the phrasing, and the quiet confidence of someone who built his own universe, one note at a time. Number 2, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Before Joe ever hit a stage, Stevie had already defined what a bluesman could be. Bonamassa didn't just listen to Texas Flood, he lived inside it. Stevie made blues dangerous again, Joe said. Raw, sweaty, emotional. He gave it teeth. SRV's playing wasn't perfect, it was alive. Joe learned that groove is spiritual, not mechanical. When burnout hit, he'd return to Lenny or Tin Pan Alley to remember why he played it all. Stevie reminded him that you don't need 10 notes, just one, played like your life depends on it. Number 3, Jeff Beck. To Joe, Beck wasn't just a guitarist, he was a language. Bonamassa once said, Beck didn't play solos. He had conversations with his guitar. His phrasing could be gentle one moment and explosive the next, but it was always fearless. When Jeff Beck passed in 2023, Joe stopped his tour mid-run to play Where Were You in tribute. Beck taught him that music isn't about impressing, it's about expressing. Bonamassa calls him the most important guitarist to listen to, because once you hear him, you never stop chasing that kind of freedom. Number 4, Danny Gatton. The best guitarist you've never heard of, Joe calls him. A man who could blend jazz, blues, and rockabilly like no one else. Gatton didn't care for fame. He just played. Joe discovered him through a bootleg tape as a teen and was blown away.
I met this guitar player named Danny Gatton. And he kind of was the first guy to really take me under his wing. I was about 11.
He tried to copy him for 6 months, but couldn't capture his soul. Gatton's tragic death in 1994 haunted Joe, a reminder that even genius can go unheard. To this day, Bonamassa plays his songs live, keeping his spirit alive for those who never got the chance to hear him. Number 5, B.B. King. The man who changed everything. Joe met B.B. when he was just 12. King took him on stage, and in that moment, Joe learned what real power was, restraint. 2 notes with intent can hit harder than 100 played fast, B.B. told him. The two toured together, and King became his mentor and moral compass. Joe still speaks about him as if he's in the room. When B.B. passed, Bonamassa dedicated an entire tour to his legacy, saying, "He didn't just open the door, he handed me the key." These 5 legends, Johnson, Vaughan, Beck, Gatton, and King, did more than inspire Joe Bonamassa. They defined him. For Joe, greatness isn't about speed, fame, or flash, it's about feel. The kind that can't be faked. The kind that stays long after the last note fades. So, who do you think almost made Joe's list? Drop your guess in the comments below, and if you love stories about music, legends, and the sound that never dies, hit that like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because here at StarLoop News, we keep the soul of music alive, one story at a time.